Ba-dum-bum. Welcome to Koco's Corner. I am the huge one, Dave Koco from CocoSports.com or KOCOSports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass. Your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And this is me filling in for Boom Boom 2 weeks in a row because Boom Boom, he's put his career, his wife, his family, food above the podcast. Boo hiss. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie. What did you think of this SmackDown? And also, I'm going to add another answer. I'm going to do a survey soon. I'm thinking I want to get back to doing a podcast a day. I think I slacked like 3 or 4 days this month. I want to do a podcast a day. And I'm thinking about, instead of doing so many review shows, I'll just do Raw, pay-per-view, Lucha Underground, maybe Impact. I don't know. I'm going to be doing an Impact review tomorrow in a couple hours because it's Japan time. A couple hours, the American a la carte if everything goes as planned. And maybe a WWE weekend review so I can do shorter shows just on hot topics and news. So that's my theory. I just want to get your thoughts on that. Instead of, breaking down every small WWE show like Main Event, maybe just have one giant podcast breaking them all down. And then with that time, those extra shows, put in Stump the Idiots, news items, and questions, comments, concerns. So there you go. All right. Overall, win, loss, or tie. It's SmackDown. It's Koco Sports where it's okay to be a passionate fan, but man, they're really dragging my passion to the ground. It's getting harder and harder to get up for these. Yeah, let's review SmackDown. Woo! And all that, but I know the more shows I review, like my standards drop. Like if I just review Raw, Lucha Underground, and New Japan, like I have pretty high standards. But when you start reviewing SmackDown, you're just like, well, it was better than I thought it was going to be. Possibly better than Raw, but, that's kind of like, yay, you're a C- student. Good for you. So I'm going to say tie. My final answer is tie. I'm just like, yay, congratulations. It's a tie. Way to go, champs. So appreciate it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I don't know what that is. Why is my computer acting funkity-dunkity? Let's break down this show. We can wrap it up. All right. Disorder, basically they start off with a promo where Kane demands Seth Rollins to lay down. I think Seth Rollins is such a great heel. Him and Jamie Noble are absolutely fantastic together. Pure entertainment. And the way he acts around Kane, I wish that was his character all the time. How he acts towards Randy Orton is ridiculous. Villains from Saturday morning cartoons think he's being overly cowardly. Skeletor's like, you're pushing it a little too far. Stormtroopers are like, look at Seth Rollins with Randy Orton. He's such a fucking bitch. But if he was like tough yet bitchy, like the way he acts with Kane 24/7, it would be an awesome character. I hate the fact that he acts so scared against Randy fucking Orton. It's just too much. But Kane fucks with them. They're doing a little shoot babe stuff. A couple weeks ago, or a couple shows ago, Kane had to lay down for him. So he's like, you got to return the favor. And then he's like, it's just a joke. And, I don't know. The first time this happened on Raw, I thought it was pretty shitty. But this time, second time's a charm, I guess. It was done a little bit better. I enjoyed it a little more. And, a lot of these newer members of the WWE roster are trying to find themselves. And this is the Seth Rollins that I really enjoy. All right. Bam. There we go. Oh, and that leads to... Oh, wait. I forgot. Not bam. Just yet. There's still more to this fucking storyline. That leads to Kane making a match with Dean Ambrose. It's going to be a hardcore match. But then Dean Ambrose's opponent comes out, and they start brawling. Luke Harper, and he basically heads for the hill. So Kane makes a tag team match with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, former Shield members, going against Seth Rollins, former Shield member, and Luke Harper. And you know what? For a throwaway show like SmackDown, a throwaway show right before a pay-per-view, I was actually looking, especially mixed tag matches. A lot of, just thrown together tag matches, not mixed tag matches. Thrown together tag matches usually suck. But, on paper, I was like, you know what? This might not be too bad. Let's give this bad boy a chance. Next, you had Neville and Dolph Ziggler. I guess Neville's taking the place of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan seems to be injured. All internet reports are saying 2 months. WWE.com itself is saying we don't know if he'll be at the pay-per-view. And you have Neville taking his spot. So you have Neville and Dolph Ziggler versus Bad News Barrett and Sheamus. And Sheamus, you're not an indie wrestler. You need to fucking stop that. Okay, listen. I know sometimes people just start acting tough and they act crazy. And they're like, well, I'm so big, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, all right, you have to deal with it sometimes. But here's the thing, Sheamus. You're not the right guy for this gimmick. Because you need the big show. You need Mark Henry to put you over. You're not that big, compared to the WWE roster. And on top of that, you can't go around being like, these fucking little guys when you got your ass kicked. Legit got your ass kicked. Oh, I know. Everyone but Sheamus says it happens. I got it. Sheamus is like, we were just hugging against Sin Cara and Yoshitatsu. You can't be like, dude, I don't know. It's not even grinding my gears. Like, that would be a reaction. It's just kind of sadly pathetic. It's just sadly pathetic. It's like that guy in your neighborhood who's fucking 9 feet fucking tall but gets knocked the fuck out by everyone. But he's like, look at me, I'm big. You're not that fucking big. Dolph Ziggler threw some jabs at him. Shoot, Fabe, shoot. Who gives a shit? I don't even give a fuck what's real and not real anymore. I'm just not entertained. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you got Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler in a kiss my ass thing. And we did do a pay-per-view profit, so check that out on Extreme Rules on the channel. We made our picks, and you can make your picks to try to become the pay-per-view profit. But overall, it was a pretty exciting match, fast-paced. I enjoyed it. Basically, Neville hits the red arrow, gets the 3 count. And for a SmackDown match, very enjoyable thing, storylines and the promos. And that's the thing that's pissing me the fuck off now. It's got to the point where someone, made fun of, a commenter made fun of Lucha Underground and their storyline. This is my question for you. And even if you're a WWE defender, what storyline are you interested in right now? Like, there's zero. Usually it's like, wow, I care about Daniel Bryan's climb. Oh, I care about CM Punk. Oh, I care about I literally care about nothing. I'm about to tap out, man. I'm about to tap out. There is absolutely nothing I care about. Like, there's people I hate more, but really, Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. Do you care? I mean, yeah, if Randy Orton wins, I don't know, that fucking sucks. But, you don't really care, win, lose, or tie. And it sucks because, I watched Main Event, and oh my God, Main Event. I'm not going to do a review of Main Event this week. The commentary was absolutely horrible, and poor JBL was picking on that poor guy. But the matches are average to good. The athletes are average to good. And I'm just getting tired of WWE defenders, WWE in the business. Like, these guys don't understand it. No, the athletes don't suck. The matches are better than average. The WrestleMania was basically saved off the athletes. If this pay-per-view, every pay-per-view we've gone to, we went WrestleMania. We're like, oh, well, if this WrestleMania is good, it's because of the athletes. Then we go to Extreme Rules. If WrestleMania is good, it's because of the athletes. Not once are we excited. Like, oh, yeah, I can't wait for Extreme Rules. I can't wait for this storyline to go. And it's sad because, the way they talk on the podcast, they're acting like it's the athlete's fault. No, I'm sorry. First, it's the internet's fault. Goddamn AOL Instant Messenger. That's why wrestling sucks. And then on top of that, it's like these fucking young athletes having great matches. You know what I mean? That fucking makes our product suck. And then on top, it's just like they don't fucking think it's them. That's how out of touch they are. It's fucking crazy. And none of the athletes say anything because anyone that has power to say anything just gets shit on, no matter how talented or who they are. It's absolutely crazy. It's become so fucking pathetic that the athletes are busting their goddamn asses. And then, first, number one, the reason why WWE sucks is because of the internet. All right, Marvel doesn't suck because of the internet. And let me tell you, I'm pretty sure that fucking 99.9% of comic book fans know what's going to happen in the next Marvel movies. It doesn't suck because it's good. You know, I don't fucking. No one says the internet. I don't fucking grasp. I don't grasp it. Like it's just such a bullshit fucking excuse that no form of entertainment or sport does. My Buccaneers are in last place. They're gonna get the fucking first round draft pick. Can you imagine? Well, the reason the Buccaneers suck is because of the internet. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And same thing with Daredevil or fucking anything else. The reason it sucks is because of the internet. All right, yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. And then the second thing is because there's fucking athletes these days. What do you want them to do? Kiss your ass even more? It's fucking ridiculous. Sheamus was a respectable wrestler, decided to work out with Triple H and became a fucking butt buddy. Fucking Randy Orton light over here, fucking not Randy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Randy Orton, fucking John Cena, Roman Reigns. It doesn't matter. They're the same fucking dudes. They're just going around backstage kissing fucking ass beyond belief. It's fucking embarrassing. And the product is not good. It's not the athlete's fault. It's not the internet's fault. I challenge you right now, going into Extreme Rules, is there any storyline you legit give a shit about? Not saying, no, not John Cena's a good wrestler and he's going to put on a good... No, we don't want that debate. What I want to know is, is there one storyline you find intriguing? One storyline going into this pay-per-view. One storyline going into WrestleMania. What was before WrestleMania? It's got to the point now, it's fucking ridiculous. The story, basically, the only fucking thing that keeps fans arguing is you have these super fans that defend the business no matter what. They think WWE success is their success, and they think they're in the business and they want to be the smartest guy in the room. That's the only thing you got going for you. And then even when you break those people down, and you're like, well, what do you like? Do you really like that? They fucking don't. They just hate the internet, and that's genius by WWE. Genius marketing. Oh, we don't suck. It's the internet. Yeah, you're smart. You know the business if you like the product. It's fucking sad and depressing because now they have the athletes. Fucking, and that's it. You know, it's just sad. Overall, not too bad of a match. Next, Bray Wyatt, fucking, he talks. Does it really fucking matter? Next. I'm the face of fear. I'm gonna fucking lose. When's Jericho coming back so I can beat someone? Is there anyone on the roster? I'm the face of fear. Please, I'm not calling anyone out by name because I'm waiting for creative to tell me if there's anyone I can actually wrestle. Ooh. Maybe I can beat somebody eventually. Ooh. Some people like it. Next, yeah, Naomi defeating Natalya. It wasn't bad for WWE standards. They're pushing Natalya to the moon. And this is one thing that bugs the fucking piss out of me, is that they don't tell a story. They don't tell a story. Natalya, you're a piece of shit. Natalya's always a piece of shit because she's talented, poor girl. But Naomi, you're a piece of shit. Oh, AJ Lee quit. Paige is making a movie. Naomi, we just give you everything. It's just fucking stop giving the good guys everything. Maybe make a tournament. Maybe tell a story. It's just you're throwing shit on the wall. The 1 second Naomi fucking can't get a break forever, and then she gets pushed to the moon. There's no slow build. There's no nothing. There's just, all right, we need a new main eventer. Hey, Barry Horowitz, you're on a winning streak now. All right, of course. Well, so Naomi's invincible because, I guess she's been training, working hard, going to the gym, eating the Wheaties. And Natalya, poor girl, so talented, so much wasted. Oh, man. And then next you had Ryback versus Rusev. I thought this, I don't know, there was a part of me, if you like big man wrestling, and some people do, I think Ryback and Rusev can have a good big man match. I was like, if you just told a fucking story, you could probably sell pay-per-views with this. You make Ryback invincible, you make Rusev invincible, and then bam, they have to go. But no, that's not happening. They're just going to have a fucking random match, and Ryback is going to win by disqualification because Rusev used the chain, and there's so much goddamn potential. Like, and here's the thing. Back in the day when it was Hogan and all those guys, it fucking, you know, as a fan, you're just, man, I wish I saw the Ric Flair. I wish Ric Flair was on top. I wish this guy was on top. I wish this guy was on top. You still fucking felt that way. But at least those guys, those big men, could fucking move and could wrestle, and you let them wrestle. You know, a lot of people fucking shit on Hulk Hogan. Go watch Hulk Hogan in New Japan. Go watch a Saturday night's main event. Hulk Hogan sucked. But he didn't suck nowhere near as Ryback versus Rusev tonight, or on SmackDown, whenever the fuck this show aired. It's just fucking crazy. It's like, before it was like, oh, you're a great wrestler, but you're too small. And you're like, oh, that sucks. Now, even if you're a big guy and you can wrestle, it's just like, no, it's just a complete ass-kissing fest. Could you imagine Ryback during the Attitude Era? Dude, they would have fucking pushed this guy to the goddamn moon. He would have been the answer for fucking Goldberg. They would have pushed him to the moon. But no, now it's ass-kissing fest. This motherfucker's dumb as a goddamn board, so if you ever seen his Twitter, can you imagine him kissing ass? He's fucking dumb. He's just fucking dumb, you know. But he's talented. He hustles. He fucking busts his ass for a big man. Not my style of wrestling, but it's just sad. You fucking, all I see is like, all right, WWE used to be the land of giants. It's not even the land of giants. It's literally the land of golden chosen boys that kiss ass. And it's getting sadly pathetic. It was a very short match, and yep, there you go. But it happened. But in defense of WWE, it happened on SmackDown, and probably no one fucking watched it. So they're like, fuck yeah, it happened on SmackDown. No one's going to fucking remember that. And maybe they can have a feud later down the road once John Cena beats them all. All right. Next, you have finally 2 goddamn wrestlers. I am super fucking excited. I'm like, fuck yeah. Woo! 2 wrestlers. Bust their ass. High flying. Kin in the ring. Kofi Kingston versus Cesaro. I can't fucking... What? The match is over? Real? Yeah, the match is over. I understand. Yeah. Why would we want to see a pro wrestling match? You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Kofi Kingston defeats Cesaro. I was hoping they were doing old NWA rules where the tag team champs went one-on-one with the challengers for the pay-per-view. I like the fact that Kofi Kingston did win, and it was pretty good, you know. And all that, but before the match, they had a promo with the Primetime Players making fun of Kid and Cesaro. And I like the fact that the Primetime Players are making fun of all the tag teams. I find the Primetime Players to be exciting. I'm thinking the New Day, you know, this is a pre-show match. I don't know. Earlier, maybe a year or 2 years ago, I apologize for being punched in the head and not having a good memory. There was a real shitty pay-per-view. And it had the feeling like going into this pay-per-view. You know, there's the playoffs. It's free. It's after Mania. It's free on the network, you know. So they had this pay-per-view. I forget the name of it. And it had this shitty feeling like, oh, fucking God. You know, one of those WWE pay-per-views where you're not like, yeah, let's order pizza. Let's hang out with the bros. You're like, oh, fuck, another goddamn pay-per-view? Holy fuck, really? All right. So, you know, going into this pay-per-view, it sucked. And they had the Usos versus the Shield. And they gave them a pre-show match. Like, these 2 tag teams are about to have a pre-show match. And they stole the show. I'm hoping, because Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus the New Day is going to be a pre-show. And I can honestly say, with all 5 of these athletes, because, you know, there's 3 on the New Day, they can switch in and out. Freebirds rule, baby. All 5 of these athletes could easily steal a show in ring wise. So I don't know. I hope that they give them time, because I think if they give them time, they can definitely steal the show. And I'm really looking forward to where the Primetime Players are. I just wish, you know, WWE always as soon as you get excited for something, WWE likes to stomp on your fucking balls. And I was getting excited for the tag team, you know, the New Day, starting to go heel, so people might give them a second wins. You got Cesaro and Kid as tag champs. You have the primetime players coming up. You have the Lucha Dragons. So they're slowly building it up. But then, like last week, the tag champs lost to Cena and Randy Orton. It's just fucking ridiculous. I tell you, ridiculous. All right, so my early prediction is if it's given time, these two tag teams might steal the show, and I just wish this match was given time. I was like, holy shit, something on SmackDown that's absolutely amazing. Now, there was a lot of piped-in crowd noise, but even with that, I really enjoyed the main event. You normally don't like thrown together tag teams, but they had a purpose. They told a story. Seth Rollins needed Luke Harper. Luke Harper is going to be going against Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns getting together for being the Shields. So it was pretty awesome for that. So this was a pretty decent. I can't say the word good. A pretty decent tag team match, and all that, but it made Roman Reigns look strong, but not ridiculous. And that's what they need to do. And it was a very fast-paced match, and basically, the World Heavyweight Champion was met with a spear from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns hits a spear. There were Superman punches everywhere. A lot of finishers are hit. There was a moment, though, where Seth Rollins was pinning Roman Reigns, and I think right now, Roman Reigns' stock is going up and down. You have WWE defenders that are just going to suck his dick because they want to pretend their WWE success is their success. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'm in the business. Dun, dun, dun. You're going to have those fucking morons. But reality is, people also hate him because he's the golden boy. But he's better than Cena, and if he looks human, if he has human qualities, it's a step up. It's like voting. Yay, all you Americans. Japan's voting today, so you get all these trucks in Tokyo trying, vote for me, fuck you. But you guys are all going to be able to masturbate in fucking voting booths soon. Congratulations. But it's always like when your guy wins, you're like, well, at least he's better than the last guy, because you never say your guy's good, because none of them are good. You just say, well, better than the last guy, better than the last guy. That's what Roman Reigns is. He's a political candidate who's better than the last guy. Is he good? You're going to lie to yourself and say he's good if you fucking believe in the system. But in reality, he's not good. He's just better than the last guy. And I thought if Seth Rollins pinned him at that moment, it could have made him look a little more human. But for WWE standards, rebuilding Roman Reigns after the horrible way he was handled going into WrestleMania, this wasn't too bad of a match. And it was great to see the Shield members get back together. So overall, I'm just going to give it a tie, because I'm just tired of giving out charity wins. I just can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Is it worth watching? On fast forward. A lot of times people ask me about the B and C shows. Is it worth watching? Main event, I'm not going to review this week, but I think that might be even worth watching if you like a lot of short matches and low-end card guys, mid-card guys, but the commentary is absolutely horrible. And I got a conspiracy. Do you think they're making the commentary horrible to make Michael Cole look better? Because Michael Cole called WrestleMania, and I thought that was one of his best calls ever. And then he gets injured, and then they replace him with the guy from Orlando at NXT, and he doesn't do a good job. And then they replace him on main event. And it's kind of like, hey, we're not going to hire Matt Striker or Joey Styles, but we're going to hire people randomly to be like, look, don't you miss Michael Cole? And you know what? Congratulations, WWE. Your fucking evil planned work. Evil always wins, kids. All right, so down in the comments, please put win, loss, or tie. In the next couple hours, I will be doing TNA review, just waiting on my main man, the American a la carte. All right, boom, boom, boom. Still doing podcasts, so hold on. Since I'm from Bulgaria and Rusev is Bulgarian, what is your full opinion of him? This is from the Vinny Samurai. My full opinion on him, I think he's one of the best characters going. I honestly think he's the best character. He gets people to root for Cena. He gets people to root for people that normally wouldn't get cheered. I think he's a great character. I think he's a decent big man wrestler. He hides his weaknesses very well. I think he should get paid way more money than he does. But yeah, I honestly think he's one of the best characters, a decent big man wrestler. It just sucks. He's going to have to lose to John Cena and lose all this goddamn credibility. And, there's an argument, well, then that gives John Cena steam. And I don't even give a shit. Don't. Like, fucking John Cena needs steam. But no, I actually think Rusev honestly should be the highest paid wrestler on WWE because he could feud with anyone and get them the fuck over. People bought into that shit. I do believe John Cena should retire because I said that I called, if John Cena doesn't get cheered tremendously at WrestleMania, when he should be retired. Everyone's like, well, he's so polarizing. No, polarizing doesn't mean you fucking suck. And the whole polarizing thing is starting to get fucking ridiculous because, well, if he's so polarizing, then where's guys? All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Give me 5 seconds. Anything but SmackDown? I understand where that comes from. 2 likes, 0 unlikes. Thank you. All right, there we go. Let's see. We got some live comments. Genovi does anime. I see no reason to watch SmackDown anymore. I'm starting to feel you, brother. That's why. Like, my question is for the internet infantry out there. I'm thinking about canceling all my reviews and hitting other topics, and then just having a weekend review. Just because, no one watches the shows and the reviews. I don't know. I'm just in a little bit of a rut, a little bit of a podcasting rut. So I think to change things up, I'll do Raw, pay-per-views, Lucha Underground, and maybe TNA. I don't know. I'm starting to fucking get in a rut with TNA too. And then hit other topics, like maybe hit New Japan and hit just topical stuff and news. I'm thinking about going that route. And on top of that, also just make a WWE weekend review. So just be like, hey, here's all the shows, and we can just boom, 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 hit it up. Because we used to do that with Rob, and it was pretty damn successful. So maybe we'll bring it back. I wish they just went with Seth versus Dean, but I guess WWE wouldn't know how to book that match. But I give them a loss because the champ was pinned, and I barely remember SmackDown this week. So there was nothing noteworthy. I care about the fall of the WWE storyline. I don't think that's a storyline. It's dragging on, but it'll be over someday. Also, Dave, have you sensed the Reddit post? Have you seen the Reddit post made by a former WWE writer apparently saying that they were told that divas are catty, crazy bitches rather than faces and heels? Yeah, I saw that, and it's just expected. I know that, but then Stephanie McMahon goes around beating her chest saying she's a feminist. It's fucking insane. It's insane. But yeah, if I can get some feedback, would you rather just have a WWE weekend review and then I hit other topics? I'd still probably do the Raw review just because that's, Blood Wolf Assassin. Honestly, what keeps me watching is optimism. I know the product sucks, but I want to believe that it will get better. Yeah, this is the closest. I mean, I love pro wrestling. Like, I steal this line from Dave Meltzer. It's such a great line. He said, if you can't find good pro wrestling, you're just not a wrestling fan. I think there's good. I love Lucha Underground. NXT, I love. The only thing that NXT has not going for it is that it's not as good as Lucha Underground. New Japan, Dragon Gate, Ring of Honor, New Japan shows coming up. So there's a lot of great pro wrestling out there. There's stuff that I don't even dab into. Like, I've been wanting to get into Pro Wrestling Guerrilla forever. I was like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But I think WWE sucks. I don't think pro wrestling does. But yeah, I don't know. This is the lowest I've been in WWE for a really long time. Because, the CM Punk pipe bomb really pumped me up a little bit. And it got me going. NXT and Triple H taking over, kind of like, that's where my optimism comes in. And then, like, maybe after Vince McMahon steps down and Triple H, maybe Triple H give him 2 years. And if the product still sucks in 2 years, then, I think there's no hope. Because, Vince McMahon stepping down and Triple H running WWE like NXT is what keeps me going. Because this is the closest I've been of just fucking, yeah. Dude, I'm fucking grinding down, bro. And I love pro wrestling. It's just, WWE, there's not one fucking storyline I give a shit about. Not fucking one. Like, usually they throw us a bone and a twig. I don't give a shit about anything. And, you know, a lot of times, like, people are like, well, you're getting worked and you're getting angry. I'm not. I'm just getting fucking fatigued. Fucking here we go. So I think the channel, the good news is, thanks to YouTube fucking false flagging us and all that bullshit, our views have been down. But I think I'm going to start focusing on just shit I like and maybe put one WWE show together. The thing. You're going, P.S., you're going down, big man. I eat Cocoa Puffs for breakfast. No problem. Tomorrow is pay-per-view. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's 3 fucking hours. Is it 4? I don't fucking know. WrestleMania is like the huge party where you get all drunk, fucked everybody and everything until SummerSlam is a painful hangover. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to find something I love. Like, I remember WWE, you know, I was in high school and I was getting tired of fucking, you know, I was getting tired of pro wrestling, and then ECW came along, and then I joined the Marine Corps, and we got to watch ECW in the Attitude Era. I'm old, and that's what kept me going. And then John Cena, I was like, well, once John Cena fucking retires, you know, everything's gonna be fine, you know. And then the Roman Reigns push, that it was exactly like John Cena, and Chris Jericho, that I'm sorry, Dick Holder or Dick Smoker. I think we called him Dick Smoker. Jericho is dead. Dick Smoker's like, yeah, they wanted something new and more. Yeah, this is the most impressed I've probably been about WWE in a really long time. And the only thing that keeps me going a little bit is Triple H. I mean, ECW kept me being a fan. If it wasn't for ECW, I probably wouldn't be a fan today. And not like, but slowly but surely, our audience is asking for more pro wrestling, which I never thought would happen. So I'm kind of excited for that. Plus, you know, let's be honest, to get tons of views and subscribers and shit, you have to be a positive, peppy fucking douche and be like, yeah, everything's great. And I'd rather just fucking kill myself than be that person. I would. Fucking, dude, no. If it sucks, bro. And, you know, nowadays, especially younger audiences, they want to be so positive and everything's so fucking great. It's just like, yeah, I got nothing, man. I got nothing. There's not one damn storyline that interests me. Not one. So I might have to, you know, after this Monday Night Raw, I might have to, like, refocus on how we run the channel and just start talking about shit we like, shit we enjoy. You know, I love podcasting. I love doing a podcast every day. But when it's like, Smackdown review, you know, it's like, no, come on. We got to turn this bus around. We got to do something different. All right. Franielli says, good morning from the States, Ohio. Dave, have you seen the Jared Leto Loco picture going around? Yeah, I think it's an interesting take on a character. I do too. I just think when it comes to Joker, and he kind of looks like Marilyn Manson. Yeah, just imagine if Joker, CM Punk, because of the tattoos, CM Punk's tattoos, Joker, CM Punk, and Marilyn Manson had a kid, and that's the new Joker. I don't know. I'm going to give it time. I'm not a DC fanboy as much as I'm a Ninja Turtle fanboy or a Marvel fanboy, so I'm pretty sure I'd be more passionate and pissed off if it was a Ninja Turtle or Marvel guy, but it's a DC guy. I'm like, oh, I'll give it time. We'll see what happens. Plus, there's not many superhero products that suck right now. You know, it's a golden age for superheroes. The opposite in pro wrestling. Oh, that's not true. It's a golden age for alternatives. I just hope more fans find the alternative. I don't know. I'm sure if I was a huge DC fan or a huge... I like Batman. Batman's my favorite of the DC universe, next to the new Arrow and Flash, you know. But, yeah, I'm going to give it time. I don't really have a strong opinion. I know people online are like, it's unfucking believable. It's crazy. I just never loved the DC universe that much. And right now, besides Michael Bay, if you have a superhero product, even Netflix does amazing things with superheroes. And I do love the Suicide Squad. I love the Suicide Squad a lot. So I don't know. I'm not enraged. I mean, if the movie sucks, I'll call him out on it. But as of right now, I'm like, yeah, let's see where we go. Plus, there's got to be a lot of pressure on that cat. I honestly think being Joker is way harder than being Batman. Being Joker, way harder than being any superhero. Think about it. Jack Nicholson, Brokeback Mountain. I'm pretty sure that's not his birth name. But dude, they just fucking hit home runs with those characters. Like, we can debate which one was better to fucking the cows come home. I honestly think it's just a hard character. It's kind of like in Japan, in anime. There's a girl named Fujiko in Lupin III, and fanboys think she's the most beautiful thing in the world, and no actress can live up to that. Like, every time there's a Lupin action movie, like, that bitch ain't no fucking Fujiko. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe this is like the guy's villain version of it. But I think it's way harder to play Joker and be accepted than it is to be thing. Because remember, I can't remember his name. I apologize. Their last Joker did an amazing job in Dark Knight. People shit on him too. So I'm gonna give it time before I start shitting on it. I like to, just like pro wrestling, I like to actually watch the product before I shit on it. I don't know. It's like, it's an honest ass. Like, I'm an asshole critiquer, but to be an asshole critiquer, I have to actually watch it. Like, I can't give you an honest opinion about Transformers 4. I never saw it. I know Transformers 1 sucked, and I was like, well, I love Transformers. Let me see Transformers. Nope. You got me, bae. I'm out. And I almost didn't watch the Ninja Turtles. I should have listened to myself. Let's see. Oh, I give this one a loss. But then I don't give a crap about SmackDown. All right, I guess we're out of order. Let me refresh this. I think we already read this one. This is awkward. All right. Genovi does anime. Weekend review would be great and easier for you too, and it would allow you to hit up more topics if you still want to keep up the one-day video thing. And I think Genovi does anime. Thank you, because I think that's where I'm headed. I just want to make sure the internet infantry is on board with me. Blood Wolf Assassin says, what we need in the future is a Casey Jones solo movie. That wouldn't be too bad. I would love to see more anything. I'm absolutely crazy about it. All right. Give me 5 seconds. Be with you in 5 seconds. All right. Sorry, I got to go do real life stuff. Real life stuff is invading my internet life. Damn you, real life. Please like, comment, subscribe. We will be doing a TNA review within the next 24 hours. And then, of course, we'll go on the air right after the pay-per-view and Monday Night Raw. Also, we did a... I legit forgot the name of the pay-per-view coming up. We did an Extreme Rules pay-per-view profits preview show. So please check it out. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Real life is just trying to be like, hey, you should talk pro wrestling all day. Damn you, real life. Damn you. With that, I am over.